My boyfriend recently passed away, and I have found things that point out that he may have been cheating on me. I don't know what to do. Should I investigate further and find out the truth? So I was with my boyfriend for 3 years. We had a beautiful and perfect relationship. He was a wonderful man in every way. And just a month ago, he died tragically and unexpectedly. Both his family and I have been devastated and inconsolable for this. We were going to move in together, and he was taken from me. About 2 weeks ago, her mother approached me with a box that she found while cleaning his room. He would occasionally visit her, and he used to stay overnight so his room was kept intact like when he lived permanently there. She had decided to tidy up and clean his room because she was in a better state, and she found a box with the initial of my name. She didn't open it but could see superficially that they were things like letters, some dried roses, among other things that she decided not to look at further because thought they were my things or about us, so she thought it would be best to give it to me and I could review those things alone. I thanked her, but I didn't feel ready to see all these things, so I put the box away. A couple of days ago, I went to visit his grave. As I got closer, I could see a woman there. I immediately stopped to see if I could recognize her, but it was not a family member or friend. She had brought flowers, and I could see that she was crying. I was afraid to approach since I didn't know who she was, and I simply waited at a safe distance. She left after a few minutes and didn't even turn to look at me. Well, it seemed obvious to me that I don't know her. That whole night I couldn't sleep thinking about this woman. Who is she? Where did she know him from? I knew all his family, friends, and people from his work, and I didn't recognize her from anywhere. I couldn't be calm or sleep those days because I thought of many possibilities, and he was no longer there, so I could ask him. I decided to go to his friends and tell them what happened. As soon as I described the woman, they looked at each other nervously and seemed to know who it was, but they didn't say anything. I insisted and cried a lot. I told them that I deserved to know if I had the wrong image of my boyfriend. Finally, they told me that it was his ex, and one of them confessed to having informed her about his death and his resting place. Because he believed that he would have liked it, she went to see him. I felt like my heart fell to my feet. I asked everything I could. It turns out that they had studied together since elementary school, and my boyfriend had been in love with her since then in high school. They started a relationship that lasted approximately 4 years, and then they were on and off until just 2 years before we started a relationship. He told me that according to what they knew, they had cut off all contact 5 years ago, but they didn't know for sure if this was true. I asked him for his name, and his name begins with the same initial as mine, so now I don't know what to think. I don't know. If I should contact her to ask if she was with my boyfriend at the same time as me, I know that the first thing I should do is check that damn box and see if there are any of my things or things about her. But I can't. I'm so afraid of destroying this image I had of my boyfriend, of the man I thought he was. I don't know what to do. I was already devastated to lose him, but now I could also lose all the beautiful memories I have of him if I finally found out that he was cheating on me. His friends tell me to leave the issue alone because he is no longer here to defend himself. Update 2 months later. Hi, it's been a little while since I was here, totally paranoid about something absurd, to be honest. When I made the post, I expected a different reaction, like people saying, open the box, go and confront the ex-girlfriend. I was looking for support because I knew it was crazy. I'm very happy to have found such kind people who cared about me without knowing me. After posting, I really knew I wasn't okay, and I had to take care of my mental health. The first thing I did was call my mom and tell her I needed help because I was going downhill. She came in less than an hour. That whole night, I cried in her arms afterwards. She helped me find out about a psychologist, and we also found a thanatologist. We were able to schedule an appointment a few days later. So far, I had a few sessions. I won't lie and say I'm fine now because I still feel like life sucks for taking it away from me, and sometimes I feel like I'm floating disconnected of the world, or I forget that he is no longer here. And my first instinct is to look for him or call him if something happens to me. It is being difficult, but at least I already asked for help and I am receiving it. So I'm in a better place now, but there's still a long way to go, and I know I have to do it without him. Regarding the box, I thought about returning it to his mom, but I really thought it was most likely about his ex. It was, and I didn't want his mom to feel bad for giving me something that wasn't mine. I decided to give it to his friend, and for him to get her into the right hands. He has truly been a rock for me, even though he is also grieving because he lost his best friend. They were friends since high school and studied the same in college. The general reason for this update is that a few days ago I spoke with her. I know, I know that everyone was against contacting her, but it was not intentional. And the truth is, beyond hurting myself, I felt much better afterwards. I ended up seeing her again in the cemetery. I approached her. At first, she just looked at me confused when I told her who I was. She just saw me the way everyone sees me lately, with pity. We were silent for what seemed like an eternity, and then she started telling me something funny about him when he was a kid. She told me a lot of things that I didn't know about him. I must say she was very kind and sweet, and she is so much like him in personality, and maybe it's because they grew up together, or because I feel so desperate to find him somewhere, but I really felt that they had the same way of speaking and the same sense of humor. Even though she was very afraid to talk about their time as a couple, it ended me telling me a little about them. She told me that for some reason or another, they were never able to fit together as a couple, even though they loved each other. So they decided to walk away before getting hurt. It turns out that the last time they spoke was 2 years ago, when he wrote to congratulate her on her wedding. They didn't talk much beyond wishing each other the best. She told me that she was glad that he had found a person like me and that he had been happy. Also thanked me for the box. She said that it contains very valuable things for her. That was all. There was no infidelity, and she only confirmed that he was a wonderful person, and I was very lucky to have met him. The only thing that made me sad was that even though he was always the best with me, I came to doubt his integrity as a person. Now I just have to continue with the therapy and try hard to learn to live without him. Thank you all. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.